Welcome back, everybody, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Madden 20 Franchise Rebuild Series. It's the NFC Championship today. We have a chance to return to the Super Bowl after a 9-7 season. We've won twice on the road, including against the top seed Lions. Now we meet the Seattle Seahawks. This playoff run has been an interesting one so far, and it hasn't been as challenging as I thought it would be. We've faced two teams that have been missing their top playmakers on offense, and now we're meeting a team that's missing their quarterback, repeating a story from a couple years ago where we defeated Seattle, went to the Super Bowl after facing them in the NFC title game with Lawrence Hitchens unavailable to play. That has completely returned, that entire situation. And we faced the same backup quarterback, Eric Miller, now a couple of years older, but the accuracy ratings didn't get a lot better. Something did, as his overall has increased by 2, but still, you would think this is another matchup that favors us. Denard Bassey, second-year running back. Okay, so kind of a similar matchup to last week, where the Lions had a really good running back in his rookie season, I think it was. And then you have Bassey here, who's very young, 83 overall, dynamic speed, acceleration, 92 elusiveness. So if he breaks out any moves, it could be a problem for us. How'd he play this season? He had 3.8 yards a carry, 968 yards, with a little pass production. And wide receiver, this team is pretty thin, but they are at least 100%. They'll have DK Metcalf, they'll have Nick Thurman, and Carlos Jasper. They are missing their top tight end though, so Chris Herndon's going to play, 34 years old. And Herndon will start at tight end. What we've seen so far in the postseason is very good defense from us. The Seattle defense gives us some major problems up front. Thankfully, our interior is very strong, so we might be able to handle their interior rush. Niles Walker on the edge. This is going to be a really big test because we have a replacement at left tackle in Solomon Metcalf. If he plays well today, I think he basically gets a contract offer because he didn't cause any problems in the previous game. Pass protection was fine. If he can handle a matchup like this, he might be the man for the job. One player who has, to my surprise, been very key this season at times has been Kendall Gabriel. He doesn't make a lot of flashy plays, but he gets you those 6-yard plays that keep the offense on schedule. Without his impact, there'd be some issues, I believe, on this team. So Gabriel came through in the last game for us. Do we have some stats on the year? 48 catches, 481 yards. I mean, 10 yards a catch is not that much, but consider that he gets open a lot and he doesn't drop the football. That's very valuable. Got a couple defensive starters here getting upgrades. Kyle Caver, he's phenomenal, and he's made plays throughout the postseason. Very good sideline to sideline, takes away screens and defends the boundary pretty well. So we upgrade him today, and we'll also upgrade Damian Burgess, and we'll go with run stopper today. It just might be the more critical skill here in the short term, although I guess his pass rushing improved a bit. Alright, give me the info. What do you got this time for me? They've put together one of the greatest run defenses in NFL history. In NFL history! Every team we face this year apparently has a very good defense, but this is a historic rush defense. I gotta see if that's true. If that's the case, they gotta at least be number 1 in the league this year, and they were. Alright, so that passes the test so far. So 72.3 rush yards allowed per game would have been number 1 in the NFL last season. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were like 13 yards better than any other team. Although they had a terrible pass defense, so teams just conceded that running game and threw it all over them. But that run defense was still legit. A little surprised their sack count is as low as it is at 27. Hopefully that's a good sign for us as we try to make it to the Super Bowl. We've been road warriors here in the postseason, and we have one more test. It's the Seattle Seahawks, who are apparently breaking out these alternates that I do like, although you don't normally see different uniform variations in the postseason. But here's Seattle. Quarterback Eric Miller gets a second chance against us. How does he handle Game 2? Super Bowl on the line, just like a couple years ago. Oh, Matt Nagy is the coach of the Seahawks now, so they're going to be running, I believe, a 3-4 defense in that case. So I think that our interior is really going to be put to the test today. And Jacksonville is going to the Super Bowl. Wow. Jacksonville moves on at 8-8. They are road warriors going to the Super Bowl. We hope to join them. Let's get underway, everybody. Actually, I think they were at home. They're on the right side there. We start with the throw, okay? Tampa Bay, first down, Marcus Durant, 13 yards. Made him a focus player, by the way, for a little extra experience as he develops at a new position. First and 10, that's a quick throw. Ventura with a gain of 8. That's a handoff for the first time. Trey Barty up the middle and a gain of 8. 3 solid plays here out the gate to get going. If we can run the football, that's only going to be a huge bonus for us. And it's a run inside. There's some power now from Barty as he falls ahead with 6. Good protection here on second down. Downfield with it. Nice catch. Marcus Durant at the sideline. 22 yards. I love this opening drive so far. This defense probably won't give up too many touchdowns, so if we can get one early, that's a big edge. And Durant gets 5 more. Already 3 catches for Marcus Durant. Plenty of time here. Back of the end zone. Bobbled and incomplete. That was very close. Now it's third down. Seattle brings pressure. Can't get there and almost picked off. Trying to get to Durant once again. Good drive, though, overall. I wanted to see this play, though, one more time. I thought we had it in the end zone. Going up the seam. And that's Kadeem Clayton. But the pass obviously broken up. And that is Kareem Chancellor for the Seahawks. They drafted him, I guess, a long time ago. Kind of replacing Cam Chancellor. I think the big answer in every playoff game has been how effective can the opposition be missing a key player. Well, Eric Miller is going to take off here on second down and absorb contact near the sticks. So we could see some scrambling today. That leads to very unpredictable results. 3rd and 1. Inside. Seymour's there, but Bassey appears to have the yard. Who was that Ravens quarterback that always gave us problems, though, in the Browns rebuild? That's tipped and caught off the deflection. Bassey trying to recover. Would have been better off dropping the ball. I can't remember his name right now, though, for the Ravens. I know we signed him for a year. Man, I cannot remember the quarterback off the top of my head. Play fake on second down. Deep downfield, it's Holden. Wait, no, it's not. I guess it was incomplete for Metcalf. That works for me. 3rd and 15. Trying to get an early stop here. 4-man rush. Dropped off to Bassey. And Caver wraps him up for a gain of 6. 3-0 Tampa Bay, a good start once again. And Sparks going long. What an adjustment! That's Ventura. 2 defenders surrounding him. Now there's one more thing we're going to learn today, win or lose, and that is Ventura's development going forward. Here's Durant again, a busy start for the rookie tight end. But once we get to Super Bowl week, developments update. 10 plays in, and we're looking pretty good on offense. Time to run. Oh, nowhere to go. Barty thrown down. Uh-oh, this is trouble, but Barty breaks a tackle and he gets the first down. Big yards after contact there. There it is, Brock Wall. I found it. Brock Wall. Those games were not fun against him. Tampa football. Uh-oh. Luckily, no one caught that one. Third down here for Tyrus Sparks, and this is intercepted. Tried to throw across the middle. Kareem Chancellor on the interception. He broke up a potential touchdown and now takes the football. What a play. Seattle takes over now, getting the short field. And I think the route for any team to beat us here, given the offensive circumstances, is to make those types of plays defensively. Make it easier on your offense that's not at 100%. They have a tackle as a third tight end. They're still, running that George Fant package with 6 linemen. I kind of like having a tackle as your third tight end in this game. I think it's a cool strategy. Inside now, and wrapped up by Parson. We're not in field goal range here. Play fake 3rd and 2. Plenty of time. Incomplete. So close. Carlos Jasper had a shot. Still a 3-0 low-scoring game. Now the swing pass out to Barty. Gain of 3 yards. Here comes pressure, but they can't get through. Sparks wide open. That's Ventura. It's a big connection of 22 yards up to the 45. 3 catches already for Ventura. A couple nice plays downfield. Final play of the quarter now. And it's going to be a little delay. Barty into the open field, but flag comes in. So far, though, I think our offensive line is playing outstanding. Here's another run. Big opening for Trey Barty as he makes his way across midfield. Wasn't expecting the ground game to be this successful early on. Now out on the edge, Barty picks up the first down. That's 6 for 35. I am stoked about that. Tremendous success here in the NFC Championship. Let's keep it going. Another run, but didn't get the blocking here. I always feel iffy about that stretch where, your lead block is kind of by the slot receiver. Not the best play there I put in. How about a swing pass now? Out in space. Got McKinley for a gain of 6. Right on the edge of field goal range. Time to throw. Over the middle. Hauled in. Kendall Gabriel on 3rd down. Let's make that a thing. Go to him on 3rd down when we need a play. Inside give, and trying to find a lane is McKinley. Maybe a couple yards, but now we'll face 3rd down. Ventura slot right. 2 deep safeties here for Seattle. Have to get to the 17. Sparks with time. Right on target. Chris Godwin inside the 10. Now can we avoid settling for the field goal? We'll run this one. Powerful. Trey Barty down to the 3. Another run. Right up the middle and into the end zone. Barty punches it in. I think this is already one of his best performances. I love the way he's playing. Bradley gets tremendous push up front. Yeah, strong interior is going to be the way I design an offensive line here. It's just the way to go. Obviously, I think your greatest weakness with my strategy is just elite pass rushers will probably give us issues. But I'm willing to deal with that as a weakness right now. 10-0. And Seattle desperately needs something to go their way on offense. A play fake here from Miller. Throwing it short, and there's nothing out there. Parson on the stop. Miller's now 4 for 6. Nice completion percentage, but at 4 yards total. Blitz sent this time. Almost made a play, but the Seahawks will get close to a first down. We got aggressive there. DBs play very aggressive now when the ball's in the air. Sometimes to a fault. But they got the first down and connect again with Chris Herndon. They'll try the running game now, and off the right side, an opening for Denard Bassey and a first. Quick screen on the outside with blockers. Nice pickup for Seattle. I think some of these screens are really smart calls. That's a gain of 9. 3 tight ends on the field now, and there is an extra offensive lineman. They throw the screen, however, and pick up the first down with Nick Thurman, who is now shaken up. A lot of 3 tight end looks here. Teams really trying to adapt with their offenses. And here's Bassey again, up toward the 30. Another power look. They run it. Bassey with hesitation picks it up. Gain of 7. The Seahawks have something going here, and if they stay to this same style, they may be able to run a lot of this clock, which would be to their advantage. Last play here ahead of the warning. It is a fake. And Seymour! That football is out! And we got it! On the return, it's going to be a touchdown! Wow! Tampa Bay up 3 scores! Damian Burgess, the scoop and score. What a swing here before halftime. A potential 14-point swing. And of course, Sylvester Seymour causing more havoc. The impact Seymour brings is just incredible. 17-0. How does Seattle come back from that? Well, they'll go to the air and get a completion for about 6. They still have some time if they can get a touchdown here. Certainly makes things more interesting. 4-man rush. They protect this time, but Miller's off the mark. This is a huge down for them already. 3rd and 4. Over the middle and off the mark from Miller. Wow, we get some pressure, and now he seems rattled. I'm not sure we're done, though. We got 2 20-plus yard plays, and then we get 3. So how about 20-0 now in the NFC Championship? Seattle, what's going on? Kevon DeVoe. We will watch more of this game, but how much? It's already a 20-0 game. Seattle gets it. That's a huge punt. Very good stuff there. Let's jump back into the game now. 20-0. Seattle, single back look, 2 tight ends. And there's pressure again. There's just no escape right now. Sylvester Seymour. Throwing the screen and getting absolutely no blocking. And now another injury, this time for a lineman. It's 3rd and 16. Miller gets time. He finds a man downfield. That's DK Metcalf. Biggest play all day for the Seattle offense. Now they just need like 11 more of that. They go right back to the 3 tight end look and try to run it. And slowed by Howard. Bassey gets a couple. Deep drop this time. Seymour applies the pressure. And this is another catch. 84 is Herndon. Offense now up to the 40 for Seattle. But on first down, this is all they want to do. And there's nowhere to go. Is this really what Matt Nagy's playbook wants to do on early downs? It is very old school. Going to the shotgun now, trying to run it. And despite taking a defender out of the box, not much changed. Big 3rd and 12. Do they go Metcalf's way again? Dropped off. Bassey. Can you even kick 3 here? I don't believe you can. But what does the game think? It's field goal time. Get on the scoreboard. All right, 54 yards. Right hash. It's up. It is far and wide right. That is no good. Tampa Bay football. A dominant playoff run to this point for Tampa as Sparks misses his target. We've seen more and more of those misses. I think that's just going to be part of Sparks' regression. He's still very good on the deep stuff. Barty tripped up. Nowhere to go. Going with that tight formation. On 3rd and 11. Thrown away by Sparks. Why take a chance? We'll do some simulating. 20-0. Sack by DeVoe. That's not the first time. 3rd down, DK Metcalf. Metcalf has delivered some big plays. 16 more, and we're on to the 4th quarter. All right, let's get back in. Seattle needs 3 touchdown drives with 2 stops in there. Here's their chance to get on the scoreboard. From the 23, furthest they've driven all game. Over the middle, it's caught. Chris Herndon at the 9. Here's Miller, out quickly. Herndon, touchdown. Seattle finally on the scoreboard. But that is just step 1 in this 5-step process. Can we disrupt that plan a little bit now? Let's get some first downs on this drive. 3 wide to begin. And heading to the air. Sparks over the middle. It's Durant again. Easy pitch and catch. We start with a gain of 20. We're going right back to the air. Again across the middle for Marcus Durant. Back to back. Inside the Seattle 35. Do we do it a 3rd time? This is knocked down. But indeed, that was intended for Marcus Durant, who already has 7 catches and 90 yards. Maybe run the football. There we go. Not like that. All right, go back to Durant this time. Let's see it. 3rd and 12. Sparks over the middle. Oh my, he overthrew Gabriel. Seattle could really use a missed field goal right here. And it happens. That's 2 steps on their 5-step process to completing the comeback, now complete. They are 40% of the way there. Seattle takes over, 57 yards away from number 3. Pressure again forces the errant throw. Throwing quickly, that's a fumble, then we take over immediately. We had a few of those in the last game, and Jasper loses this one. Thank you. Who did it this time? Parson had a couple last episode, and that was Nathan Parson, who just did it again. Wow. And to think, I'm considering not signing him, and he's making all these plays. 20-7. At midfield, 8:27 left to go, deep drop. Underneath to Barty for 2. Well, Seattle might be able to get things back on track again. There's still plenty of time and a chance for a stop. 3rd and 13 on target for Gabriel, and he only gets a few. Well, it was like 10 yards, but it's a few still. All right, we're punting this away. Now Seattle has to go a long way. Kind of worried they might go deep to Metcalf. He's already made a bunch of plays in this game. Throwing short, though. It's a gain of 6 for Jasper. Up the middle on the draw play, and Bassey drives his way forward. That's a great run. Here's a trio formation, and a give again. Bassey can't spin out Nathan Parson. His value to this defense just continues to rise. Clock down to 5.5 now as this pass is caught into a tight window for Metcalf. Miller quick and caught again. Herndon. We're at the 38, but it's taking a lot of plays to make any progress. 4:40 left to go. Here's a quick strike. Again, reception made by Herndon to midfield. Another run inside, finding some daylight. Not sure who that is. Connor Jenkins. Okay, he started in the previous playoff game we had against Seattle. Bassey is their main addition since that time. But they're already down to 337. You got to move faster and can't have plays like that. Going empty now with Eric Miller. On the outside, deflected! No, it's dropped! We should have had it 3 times. That could have been a touchdown. Come on, I love calling defensive touchdowns. 3rd and 10. Bassey's going nowhere. Castle. I love Rashawn Castle. What a signing. Come on. We want the confetti to fall for us here. 4th and 13. Seattle needs it. 3 minutes left. Here comes the pressure. Miller lobs. It's caught. Denard Bassey with the first down. The day is not over yet, but it's close. 2.5 minutes to play. 26 yards away from the end zone, and here he goes! Thrown down at the 20 is Miller. And they've got to act fast here. Maybe one more play before the warning. Got to snap it. They do. Screen. Nowhere to go. Now they have to avoid using their timeouts. 3rd and 6. Outside. Deflected by Jamichael Beekman. 4th down. Season on the line once again for Eric Miller and the Seattle Seahawks. They take the field with 3 receivers. Deep back to Denard Bassey. And they need this one. Deep drop. Miller. Over the middle. Short free by Caver. And Tampa Bay takes over. It is almost over. Just got a little work to do here. 1st and 10 from the 22. Inside goes Barty, driving ahead to create extra yardage. On the carry, Barty bouncing outside, and he picks up the first down. Seattle is down to their final timeout. It looks like this game is over, everybody. On the road, 3 straight games. And we are going to come away victorious. Now, obviously, we had an easier path because of injuries. But I love the way our defense played. Our starters in 3 games have allowed 21 points. 1 touchdown to each team. Backups allowed a score in the final minutes of the previous episode. And now we just got to take on Jacksonville, it looks like. But Barty's going to pad his stats. Big time. 9, 5, 23, 17. How about 54 extra yards for Barty? And that is it, everybody. That's a wrap. We're going to the Super Bowl. At 9 and 7, we have gone all the way to the Super Bowl now. We'll meet the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow, what a matchup for the Super Bowl this year. It's a unique opponent. I feel we haven't really seen Jacksonville much. They're in the opposite conference, obviously, so we only play them every 4 years. But they haven't been a team that we've met in the Super Bowl either, so we don't have, like, any data on them. I just know Corey McKinley because he's been there forever. All 3 wins, I'd say, were very similar. We don't have the dynamic plays, we just make less mistakes and play some elite defense. Barty gets to 100 yards. Kind of a misleading stat line, but hey, he had a great day. And Durant, 90 yards. Barty, 4 catches. Ventura, 69 yards. Nathan Parson, 14 tackles. Tackle for loss. He had a forced fumble. 1 more to go for another ring. No need to check out the Pro Bowl roster. We're not playing in that one. But I think there's a lot of drama now surrounding the development of Gabe Ventura. What is it? How will he progress going forward now that he's obviously in his 4th season? XP requirements go way up. We're going to Minneapolis, by the way, for this one. Can't wait. Let's check out the development. If I see a red background, it's time to party. Gabe Ventura has star development. So we do get the increase. It is not super significant. He gets 1 upgrade here to star. That's okay. NFL reception leader, good for 2,300 experience. Wide receiver of the year, good for 7,000. Got some extra boost too for winning the conference championship. And star development. Now, I know many will still want me to upgrade him to superstar. I'm just going to let the game do what it does. He's gotten this far with normal dev. So there's not like something holding him back from being great. It's just his overall is probably a little bit lower. Some skills are a little bit lower. But make no mistake, he is phenomenal. And what do I want to do here? You know what? Chat, you decide. Highest upvoted comment that contains a recommendation here will be what I upgrade for Ventura next episode. Any other changes here? Sparks, Superstar, X Factor. Don't see anything different on offense. Defensively, okay, that changed. Parson got to star. He was at normal, and because he had normal and Howard had star, I was thinking about, you know, keeping Howard and letting him replace him. But now I don't know, because Parsons been so good. He still wants the big contract, but now he has star dev to get a little bit better to really pay off that salary. I got some hard decisions to make, but hopefully I'm making them after a Super Bowl win. We take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I believe it's our 6th Super Bowl appearance. You can check here in the coach stats menu. I didn't even know this was like a thing for a long time. I just overlooked it, but obviously it's here. And let's see our stats here with J-Dub. So 10 winning seasons, a very nice career win percentage of 61.5%, 19 playoff wins, 7 losses, and yes, it's going to be our 6th Super Bowl appearance. We are 2-3 so far. So here's our last challenge, everybody. 8-8, Jacksonville. They made the postseason, and they did so as division champs. They had a pretty good point differential here, and they must have played at least 2 playoff games at home. So they have 1 less win at home in the postseason as opposed to the regular season. So let's get to know the 8-8 Jaguars. Wait a minute. How many of our ex-players do they have? That's right! Robert Cush! And others. I forget who all they signed. There were a few, but Robert Cush at end. They have Denzel Denard, I believe. Maybe something has changed on this team, but they still have Denard and Cush. 2 players we will see a lot of in the Super Bowl. Wow. It's a reunion for the Buccaneers rebuild. Denzel Denard, he is playing. He's a very good route runner, and I will make sure Jamichael Beekman is covering him as much as possible. I believe he's played 2 years in Jacksonville, and his first year was better, but he's still very productive. Corey McKinley is healthy. He has 84 overall. He's only 25 years old. I said he's been with his team forever. He's been in the league for 3 years, but it feels like forever. I've seen his name so many times on the low ticker. I don't know. But he's accurate, has a great arm, he can throw on the run, and he can run. So I think this is easily our toughest matchup of the postseason, because this team is healthy. They have a great quarterback. I think they have a good number 1 receiver. Henry Sweeting now, not the best running back we'll have faced, and he wants to be north, south, and break tackles. He's not going to make anybody miss. Maybe Tyrone Brightful, but he's not on this team. Xavius Gore, superstar, 75 overall, so a bit lower, but not for long. Underneath receiver, a little bit better than Kendall Gabriel, but I think similar style player. At tight end, it's Jerry Toon, who has 84 speed and 90 hands. Wow. So he can catch. I think it's a great matchup, and facing former players always has me excited, but also worried about what they could do in a possible revenge game scenario. Back-to-back double-digit sack seasons for Cush here in Jacksonville. And now you know he wants to get after Tyrus Sparks. And he'll face Solomon Metcalf, who again didn't have any problems today whatsoever. But now one more game, everybody. Bucs and Jaguars Super Bowl. It's an all-Florida Super Bowl. Who do you got? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching today's episode. Please leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications if you want to know right when the next episode is posted. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day.